Hey, Decide Destiny crew, Carl Spirides here. Thanks for joining me for another Decide Destiny Daily Dose. Decide to do the deep work. You might be working on yourself, working on different things in your life to improve growth, personal growth, maybe business growth, maybe it's spiritual growth, maybe it's relationships, maybe it's a new skill you're learning, maybe it's sports, who knows what it is. But one of the things that we might overlook, and I think we do overlook a lot, is that thing deep within us, that soul, that thing that is that knowing, that deep understanding, that fire and light and passion, that no matter what is facing me, that thing is going to hold me true. And no matter what I do in my life, if I corrupt that soul, then I'm doing the wrong thing. And that knowing, that inner gut that people talk about, trusting their gut. If you're going to do work on yourself, work on all these different areas of your life, and it's only going to be surface level, then that work is just going to be temporary. It's going to be for a time being. And it's something I've learned, and psychologists talk about it. My grandmother was a counsellor for 60 years. She'd probably tell me lots and lots about it if I asked her these questions, but just inadvertently being around her, having conversations with her and my grandfather, realizing that deep work is so essential. Doesn't mean, all levels, all manners of intensity, or, we're going to tear you apart and build you back together necessarily. Yes, there are those cases, but that deep work means spending the time with yourself and having some introspection into who you are and working out what you truly want and working out what is in the way of that. And a lot of times you'll have to see someone, whether it's a coach, whether it's a transformational spiritual person, yogi, a guide, whatever it is, counselor, whatever label you like, they're all doing the same thing. They're teaching you to go deep within yourself and repair some of the deep traumas, fix up some of the deep limiting beliefs, some of the things that are holding you back right now, and holding your family back, holding your community back, holding the world back, because you haven't gone deep within to repair that, deep within to pull out that greatness. So whenever you're doing work on yourself, like right now, I could be doing a walk, could be doing exercise. That's one step, that's one part of it. But probably the deeper work on it is really doing that stretching, is really stretching those muscles out, is really, like paying attention that there's more than just one aspect of the exercise. And that's where the soul comes into play. So there's more than one aspect of just your mind, of just your heart, or of just, doing these two things in your life, and then you're going to be okay. There's a deeper aspect. And a deeper aspect is always going to pop its head up if we don't take care of it. So make sure you're doing the deep work. One friend of mine I have, he talks about how anytime he's going to go and do something that's, like a big change, where it's a change of career, and a lot of people are going through this at the time, change of career, pivoting, deciding different directions in their life, trying something different to what they're used to. Whenever he does that, he goes through a deep self-reflecting phase in his life. So he goes through, looks back on his life, whether it's 10 years, 5 years, looks back at the decisions, some of the mistakes he made, some of the things that he learned from those mistakes that allowed him to put himself, his family, his community, the world in a better position. And in that self-reflectance, he's able to start mapping out his future direction, where he wants to be, where he wants to go, who he wants to be, how he wants to show up in the world. And that's what I'm talking about. Going deep within, that self-reflectance, and spending that time with yourself so you can work out where you want to be, and not thinking about everyone else's chatter, not thinking about everyone else's commentary, not thinking about what everyone else thinks you should do or what everyone else wants you to be, but looking into yourself and finding out, who am I? Who do I want to be? How how do I tap into that greatest part of me and work it out from inside out? That's the point of diving deep into your soul. That's the point of doing the deep work, guys. Spend some time. Create the room, create the space for you to spend some quality time with yourself, by yourself, without anybody else's chatter, and work it out. And you will be highly rewarded by what you work out. So guys, get to the deep work, get to doing some of the deep work, enjoy it. Personal growth, it's all a journey, it's all a development. It's you and everyone else in this world, but your soul is the one thing that will always be with you. So get to it, enjoy it, and remember, as always, decide your destiny. Cheers.